Hello there, we're Ola and Alex and we travel Europe in a camper van. In this video we'll take you to one of Austria's most beautiful regions, Carinthia. Nice to have you with us, let's go! Our trip starts late at night. The weather is not that great, 3 degrees Celsius and raining. The drive from our hometown of Graz to Klagenfurt is not very far, about an hour's drive. But we do have to climb a small mountain range, so up we go to 1200 meters and then we descend again and try to find the camper stop in the city. We fail a couple of times, but in the end we arrive and we have a good night.
Good morning. We spent a nice rainy night here on the camper stop. We are really close to the inner city and now are going to explore.
Klagenfurt is the capital of the state of Carinthia. 100,000 inhabitants live here right on the shores of Lake Wörthersee. The emblem of the city is a dragon, the so-called Lindwurm, and there's a statue of it right in the city center, and we're going to check that out in just a minute.
It looks like a dragon. I am fascinated, however, because it's called a worm.
By the way, Klagenfurt is not the only city with this emblem. The city of Ljubljana, Slovenia's capital, has the same.
What?
They shared the same nemesis.
This is the Wörthersee Mandel, or Wörthersee little man, who opened his barrel and let in the quake. We've walked through the old town, we've seen the Lindwurm, we've seen the little
guy that created the lake. We've seen most of the old city. It's not very big, but very charming. Definitely worth a visit.
Beautiful and architecturally pleasing.
Currently we're in this old building called the Landhaushof.
Now I am cold and hungry.
Let's get something to eat. Now after lunch, Ola is in a very good mood. We're just walking through the Landhaus Park back towards the camper stop.
The crutches aren't mine, by the way, but the photographer has his hands full, so I gotta carry them. Or hop around. One thing makes us unhappy about Klagenfurt, and that is the lack of good coffee. A quick Google search on the coffee forums around here told us that Klagenfurt is a coffee desert. Pity.
We'll have some in the camper.
That's good. And back we are.
What's up next?
I don't know, but I think it involves tea. I'm so cold.
Good morning. we spent a nice and quiet night here on an official campsite in the small town of Velden, right on the shores of Wörthersee. It's a bit on the pricey side, 16 euros during season, 8 euros more than we paid the night before in the city of Klagenfurt, with exactly the same facilities. What you have included is the opportunity to get rid of your grey and black water, but nothing else. Everything else costs extra. It's definitely an option when traveling in the area. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now we're on camper duty. How did we sleep?
Some better than others.
And what's the plan for today?
We are going to have some walks, check out the lake. I don't know,
And then
it's easy.
we were planning on going up the Großglockner High Alpine Road, Großglockner being the tallest mountain in Austria. But with this weather, we're not so sure. Currently it's snowing. You can check out the live feeds from the webcams up there. We'll see. Otherwise,
I thought we scrapped those plans.
we did not. You scrapped them. I did not. Second option would be the Pyramidenkogel, which is just a couple of kilometers up there. A mountain next to Lake Wörthersee that you can go up, and there's a tower there. You have a really pretty view down onto the lake, and you can slide down the tower. There's a slide, and you can go back down without walking, which is good for a foot injured guy like me. We'll see. First, camping duties, then the rest. At this point, we have to admit to you guys that these clips are a little bit older. We have since switched to a composting toilet that we absolutely love because it makes traveling with a camper van so much easier. You can find out all about this toilet in our separate video that we've already published on the channel and that we'll link to in the video description. It's a 500-meter walk from the camper stop to the lakeshore. Normally not a big deal, but after a sports injury, it's a bit far for me, but hanging in there.
Can't stop him anyway. We're at Velden at Wörthersee. As you can see, this is rich folks area. Lots of boats and expensive buildings around here. The building behind us, the yellow one, is the castle Wörthersee. Every Austrian my age knows about it because there was a TV series which was harmless and child compatible, so we all had to watch it. Here along the street there's one hotel after the other. This is a pretty touristy area and we wouldn't want to come here in summer. It must be very crowded and you can't access the lake directly except if you're a guest in one of those hotels. And so, even then you have a tiny patch of grass that leads to the water, and I'm pretty sure you have to reserve your spot at 6 in the morning. Probably. So. Anyways, not exactly our cup of tea, but at this time of year it's quite nice to be walking here in the sunshine, nice autumn weather, and I think we're going to turn back now. So in the end we had to pay 16 euros after all. I guess the machine wasn't informed of it being October already. Here we are at the Pyramidenkogel. I'm looking forward to the slide.
Up you can walk or take the lift, and down you can slide.
I'm defrosting. Goodbye.
She's exaggerating, it's not that bad. Well, we're back. We've seen the tower. We've seen all of Carinthia, almost.
We slid down the tower.
Yes, we did that. Was quite fun until the end when I banged my knee against the metal on the side, but that's because I'm too old for that kind of stuff. Next order of business, finding a place to sleep. They have this nice friendly no camping sign. We'll probably find a different parking lot. We'll see. What are we having tonight?
We're having stew. Everything from the fridge into one pot, sliced very small. Gosh, I wish I could communicate the smell in here. It is so tasty. I cannot wait.
Might not look like it, but it's going to be awesome. There we go. The stew is ready.
Now I'm just gonna put on some music and off we go. Num num. This smells and looks delicious. I can't wait.
I agree. That's why we're going to dig in. That's it for today.
Good night. We are at the zoo and I come prepared. Sliced up some apples and carrots to give to the animals, those that are allowed to be fed. Looking forward to it.
Those who climb the top of the hill must turn around and go back down. In case you're wondering why there's only pictures and no more narration, we were actually vlogging about this trip in German for our German language channel. But we did want to try out vlogging in English for a day or two, but at some point we simply forgot. We didn't even have an English channel at the time, so these clips were just waiting their turn on our hard disk. We hope you liked this trip anyway, and if so, please consider liking and subscribing this video so that we can produce more content in English.
Another perfect ending to another perfect day. Tomorrow's found me waiting, expecting it that way. You may want 4 walls, well, I need a place to stay.
And with these images of me baking bread in the camper because we didn't buy any in time, we'll say goodbye for now, and we hope to see you in the next one.
I sit among the music of nature's finest band.